Hello everyone and welcome to another work in progress. This is part 1 of my 1 to 100th scale heavy arms. This is a high grade kit. It's a very old kit from the 90s. This is one of my favorite kits, even though I really don't like the elbow joints. I think on this kit it might not be too much of an issue. But we're going to be doing a paint job, basically the same color scheme as the movie. In some photos the armor is green, in some photos it's blue. I think I'm gonna go with the blue. It's like a blue-green, so I'm gonna have to mix that color myself. As far as this kit goes, if you've seen my last video, I did a modification on the shoulder and the elbow joints for my Netaku. I'm not gonna do that on this kit. I feel like the joints on this kit are fine. Something about the Netaku, I didn't really like them, but here I feel like they fit pretty well. I'm hoping that the guns will actually cover up the joints a bit, so that way I don't actually have to worry about that and whether it looks good or not. I feel like the joints are just going to get blocked, so the doesn't really matter this time around. I just want to make sure that the joints are nice and tight when I go and paint it all. But that usually happens when you paint these kits, so should be fine. So no modifications really on this kit. There's just going to be a lot of seam line removal, some seam lines in the arms, giant seam lines running down the leg and the ankle armor. But other than that, it's just going to be a pretty easy paint job. Actually, I almost forgot. This is actually a pretty big deal. I don't know why I forgot to mention it, but this kit actually has a lot of spaces with no detail, so I am actually going to go and add panel lines where I can, just to add some more detail, just to make it look more mech-like, I suppose. I mean, I really love its figure now, and I love the proportions and everything. This is one of my favorite kits, but I just want to do something more. I just don't want to do a straight-up paint job, so basically seam lines, and then I'm going to be adding some panel lines, and then we'll go from there, I suppose. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a two-tone color scheme. I don't think I will be, but I might change my mind halfway through. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, even though I think this kid's... Traffic! I feel like this kit is actually going to come out really well. So let's go ahead and get started with the cleanup, and then we'll go from there. Alright. An update. I've started taking everything apart. While I was doing some panel scribing. I just wanted to show some of the panels I did. Maybe some of the better ones. I did mess up a couple, but I'm going to try to fix those after I've primed everything so I can fix it afterwards. Let me actually draw in one of them so you can see easier. That's one of the panels I did, and the leg, and then I have the panel lines on the arms, just to add some extra detail. But I think for now, the panel lines, I think I'm done doing those. Now the next step in preparation is getting rid of some seam lines, not all seam lines yet. Alright, so here, I'm probably just going to show 1 or 2 pieces, and then after that, I'll just do everything off camera, and I'll come back once everything's done, and hopefully everything goes well. For the hand piece, the hand does move and stuff like that, but I'm just going to go ahead and close this, and then when I go and paint it, I'll just separate the fingers and then move the fingers and paint it multiple times. Stuff like that. But what I'm going to be using is a Tamiya extra thin cement. I usually use super glue, but I don't know, I just feel like using the cement right now. So you just grab some cement from the bottle, and then you put it between the separation. I wait like 1 or 2 seconds, and then you just squeeze it together, And now it's melted together, it's bound, and now I gotta wait like a day, and then I'll send it off. Yeah. Well, you don't have to wait a day, but I just like to wait a day, I guess. Okay, so everything's painted. There's a lot of cleanup to do. A lot of details to paint. I'm actually gonna go ahead and top coat this and then just start doing some of the details. And we should be close to finished. Alright, so I've done a gloss coat on this. Now it's time to just do details and stuff like that. I wanted to start on the head. I don't know, just because the head seems like it needs the most work. I'm going to be painting the mask. I think I'm going to do red lips and a purple eye mark. Do the panel lines, put some gray here and there. Try to paint the chin. I'm going to try really hard to try to get the same shade of blue that I did for the armor and try to put it on the chin. But let's go ahead and get started, see how that turns out, huh? Alright, and we're basically done. I'm pretty happy with this. This might be my best work yet. A lot of the colors I'm pretty happy with. I mixed a lot of my own colors for this. I'm pretty happy. I feel like every kit I'm doing is getting better and better. I'm learning more, trying out new things all the time. And let's go ahead and talk about the colors and stuff. I don't know. I just did gray. Well, the whole thing is highlighted. But the basic colors are gray on the gunmetal parts. I did a steel on the barrels. I did black for the main parts of the gun. Black with blue purple tint for these dark parts, like the arm and the feet, and these missile pod holder things. I don't know what they're called. Light blue for these two parts. I mixed my own shade of blue with this. Just added some silver on the tip of these guns here, just to make them stand out, because I felt like they were kind of like unimpressive. I was originally gonna go with the gray for the missiles, but I just felt like it just felt boring to me, so I just made them red. I don't know if missiles in real life would be red or not, but I just thought it would make it look cool, so I just made it red. And I did orange with yellow highlighting for the V-fin and these side things. But thanks for watching again. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.